with them all again. Half a band, happy end. It's time for Disco Elysium. I've gone and put on the dyslexia font. Heh. Select archetype. Extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Something encyclopedia, and these two stats are good. How well you move your body. How well your body is built. Your power to influence yourself and others. Your capacity to reason. Okay. Very physiological, a magnetic personality, but unstable. Might begin to lose his mind. Extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as rock. And if I just say my own, what do I get? Oh, you want me to pick? Oh. You know what? Random. Terrible, good, average, good. Raw brain power. How smart you are. We're gonna be bad. You know what? Take it. Take the random. Do I want to make this difficult for myself, though? I don't know anything about this game. Is there a random power? Set skill? Set 1 or set all? Wield raw intellectual power to deduce the world. Call upon all your knowledge, produce fascinating trivia, practice the art of persuasion, enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse, play the actor, lie, detect lies, understand creativity, see art in the world. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I only allowed 2? What? No. Yes? Maybe. I don't know what I'm doing. Keep your morale up. Wait, do I only get to pick 1 skill? You only get 1 skill? Hold on. Yeah, you only get 1 skill. Okay, these are like good builds. Can I just do an
But
build?
if you close your eyes,
Emotional damage, emotional damage, emotional damage, emotional damage.
Barth? Oh my god, how many? Oh, we're gonna be here for a minute. Hi, Barth. How are you doing? Again. I'm gonna do an average build. That's what I'm doing. And thank you for the gifted subs. Now the question is, what skill do we pick, though? That's the problem. What skill do we pick? I kind of like art. Eye is good. I know nothing about this game, so I'm going in blind. Let's see. Connect to Station 41. Understand pop culture. Intimidate the public. Understand others. Conscious and gut feelings. Give me the art one. I like that. Can I have art? Top right. What, the visual calculus? Reconstruct crime scenes makes laws of physics work for the law. That does sound fancy, better than me just seeing art. Alright, let's go with our suggestion. For more info? Oh, well, too late, buddy. Aha! The theories are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm, primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
This is my ancient reptilian brain. They sound fantastic.
Ever.
Oh.
Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What's that? What?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Is this me coming into existence of me?
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
I like number 2.
Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Huh? Yay! Success! Ugh. Wait, I did this to myself? Tell me what's waiting for me. I don't care. I'm an idiot. A bravey. I don't know. 2?
There's this giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
What are these?
Infinitesimally small.
What's it about?
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large. Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
I get this.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
What is this emote? Oh! It's so cute. It's got cute out with the metal. I love it.
You lost.
Guessing that was with the tape recorder. Hey, buddy. Good morning. Can I put on some pants? Let's put on some pants. Perfect. That's all I really need.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Thank you, perception. Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is. Someone tore at the tape while the song was playing. It's reel-to-reel tape player is still. Hold tab to highlight. Ooh. Oh, thanks, game. Shoot. I have this. You. Grab our tie.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Steven, this is a white check. You may retry. Always loses, always wins. Sure.
You reach out to grab the tie, But what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you.
Okay, maybe failing's bad.
This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving
Ah! I'm just trying to grab a tie!
for quite a long time.
God.
Still ongoing.
Wait,
Now is a good time to start worrying.
Wait. Wait, can I, like, die?
Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
Okay, just on the I guess that's a game mechanic to, like, teach you, like, hey, sometimes something not dangerous looking can still hurt you.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
You sure?
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
Issues, plural. You could, just, you know.
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous thick tie, with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
What if I pull on the light?
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. The lights are off.
Okay, cool. So yeah, apparently I can die. That's not scary at all. I just want to see what it looks like. Just a tie? Perfect. Put on a jacket? Do I have a shirt on? I do. Okay. Wait, hold on. No, I don't. Doesn't go with the shirt. Hold on, got it. There it is. There's my shirt. Oh, I left the water. See bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liquors. Oh man, you're not supposed to mix.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Like the mirror?
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Okay. Inland Empire. I feel like I should listen to them, but at the same time. I got a success, so I feel like it's telling me something I should follow. Yeah, let's touch our face. Let's do that. Let's touch our face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Behold,
I'm adorable. Hi, Russell.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Dear Lord, help me. Of course I do. It's I think I'm a superstar. That is the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
Hi, Russell. The face is making it itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Keep making the face.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off.
To know what the skills mean, check the info tab top right next to the overview tab in the skills menu. Well, I mean, I figure that's what the little blurb it was giving me, and the pluses at the bottom. That's what that was, but I guess it's more.
What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Can I look at skills while I'm in this? Okay, overview, info. God. So what did we pick? Cool for forensic, scientists, tactical fighters, math-minded people. I'm doing an even run because I don't know anything. Versus you not only the laws of the state, but the laws of nature. Enables you to create virtual crime scene models in your mind's eye. That's good. High levels makes the world reveal its secrets to you, but you may be so absorbed by your mind diorama you don't notice as crooks steal your pants. However, at low levels, your mind's eye will be blind. Reconstructing crime scenes will be difficult without outside help. Okay. Some of these are 4. Some of these are 3s. Why are you 4? Bonus from items. Oh, I have something that's giving me a bonus. Okay, that's fun. There we go. But yeah, what's one face? It's supposed to look suggestive. I mean, I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. I'm assuming that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off in a sad, has-been kind of way. It's an expression of pain.
You are correct.
Ah. Let's see. Ooh, low. Very low. Dig deep in your mind to locate the source of the expression. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. You know what? I kind of want to just try. I just want to try.
It belongs in the new, the 3rd decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume Lamillion.
I know, I figured I'd just give it a shot.
Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
I adopted it. Why? I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it click, click. How long ago was the new? Anything else? Like, who am I? Why did I trick myself into oblivion?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Lamillion's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head.
Okay.
Some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic. You have some understanding of the recent history of disco. The rest is darkness.
That's my memory. Got it.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Impossible. Impossible. Leave it alone. Maybe the shirt will help me. Shirt. Let's see. Conceptualization. Bonuses from items. Suggestion. Oh, because my shirt is stained. So what I'm hearing is if I don't wear it. Oh, but it gives me more concept. My pants. Damn pants. Ooh. Sort thoughts by status, problem, experience, internalize. Whoa! Maybe. Do I want to internalize? Temporary research bonus. -1 logic. Head in the clouds research time. I mean, to test it out, sure. Door to leave, or what did I say? Shift. Not shift. What button was it that highlighted things? Mic is a tad far. I mean, I'm whispering, so that's probably on me. I'm, like, whispering to myself, trying to figure out what the control is, because I'm like, wait, shift, alt, the button that highlights everything. So investigate this.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Got it. Alt to highlight. Well, it didn't highlight the window, so.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force.
Shoes outside.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
We're gonna get our shoes. Find your other shoe. Our copy of the city map. Okay. 1%. Oh, it's gonna take 4.5 hours? Yeah, you might as well. Start doing what you're doing. Alright, Alt. Get in. Good to go outside. Poor guy. Water. 19 centrigate clear. Calendar says March. The year is 51. Something on the table. Money is good. Alright, go get my shoe. So I don't look like a crazy person. Gust of briny wind washes it.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles.
They fit.
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
I feel like I should have done the mirror thing though. Nah. It's like impossible. You know what? If someone got a 17%. Wait, there was more thoughts. He had more thoughts. The smell of the sea makes him dizzy. Perfect. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna go see if the mirror will let me. Why not? Hello, mirror. Can I?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression, "It's too late." Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
So this is my face forever?
Hello, officer.
That's what now? Hello?
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. No! No! God, no.
Could it be because of the drinking? Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Alright, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
It seems so.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
I got some questions.
Yes?
What is the defense police? Where exactly is here? Yeah, did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
I might have to scoot the camera to the other side.
That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now, it was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it. Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Okay,
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties. It's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one. Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
okay, go.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Okay. So it's maybe 8051? Except for nice long stub in the ashtray.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
The what now?
The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It once smokes. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
But she broke it.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
I should enthusiastically do that. I should not do that. I'll make a probably one. I'll think.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time.
Kudos to the voice actor who had to do these lines.
And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
I don't believe you. I mean, it might for this game, but like, no. Let's not do that. I vote no. No.
The door is closed.
Knock.
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Are you doing this? Don't do this, beauty. Don't abandon me. I'll swallow it. Ow.
The door is closed. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Bye. The choice is mine. I mean, I got that from smoke. Vote to no on the smoke thing. But then again, there probably are bonuses. But then it's like, I don't know what's gonna transpire. I don't know if I have to like super feed. Like, where's going on? Where am I? Oh, there I am. I gotta feed my secret addiction or something. Like, nicotine withdrawal? Oh, it's a bird. That's where the lyrics would be. Big old karaoke mic. Speakers connect to the radio, the music is seasoned with step.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
I think my soul's cubic contents obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people. You should sing the sad, slow song you were listening to last night. Thought it was obvious.
Yeah, happy.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find out how the song goes first, though. Maybe a tape of something appropriate would help.
It's weird. Alt's not doing nothing for me.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it.
I mean, I was holding it, but maybe I just gotta hold it longer.
Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
I'd probably broke the bird.
Look, your buddy is over there.
Bomber jacket is topping his foot on
Why
the
don't you
floor.
go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Yep.
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here. No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
You bartender? He's probably so mad.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bye-bye. Alright, holding all. Got an autosave. Old Shifty. I just wipe clean only the word Mondays. Water cooler. Oh. Soft part of electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Doors bolt to side meets kitchen reserved for personnel. It's located. That's how reserved for union members. Doors open 16. Royal pinball machine is unplugged. Oh, madam.
Hello, sweetie.
The zoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
He's gonna have time exploring. Hold on, friend. Bottle room has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilled. But you good? Man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-kicked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pine.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
I mean, pick up the pills first.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
We'll find out.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Thank you, tutorial agent. Let's try.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
No, try. I feel like this is leaving. I don't think we want that yet. So let's go bomber jacket brand. Wait, hold on.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Hour.
Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
Sincerely thinking about it. Actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out to well for me. Ooh, that's a good one.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade into yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
Lick it, don't lick it, but only a little. I'm gonna say don't lick it, don't lick it.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. It would go well with those cigarettes. That's a great combination.
Now Ow! This cute.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Thank you.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Shake that hand. Or actually, shake it. I don't leave him hanging.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Oh, wait, you don't know me? Hello?
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Let's see what we get.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
I don't really know my name.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
I mean him, not from the cafeteria. I just talked to him, but that implies that I investigated, which I did not investigate. I was asking about where the cab.
No, I don't think so. We should ask him for a rundown of the area, now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
Dead body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know, no.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
I'm gonna just let him know, like, yo, I can't remember nothing.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
Okay, cool. Just as long as he knows, like, yo, I got nothing.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
Okay.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General. Yes. They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Okay, so call, report, body.
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down.
Alright.
After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Thanks, Tutorial Agent.
Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Do you want me to brief you?
Yes.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the whirling red. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Hello, Luna. Yeah, I will use this time to scoop. I think nothing is going to show about that. I could be wrong, but let me get out of the way of all those pretty words that we're reading. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. How we doing today? Alright.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Mm-hmm. We're glad to have you.
A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Yeah, like find killer, yes?
That's right.
Look at that. Secret task complete. I'm so smart. Okay. You say it's mysterious?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
You know, something supernatural. White male in his 40s. What more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy? What are these questions?
I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not?
Why not?
Because it's not part of reality.
The gesture resembles an orchestra conductor bringing the choir to a full stop. So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
Okay. Composure, conceptualization, inland empire. Okay. Interesting.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on? A retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Cool, got it.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
No, that's all I got.
Good.
What? There's a... Convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case. No. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. I feel like I told him that, but just...
No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
Just let you know.
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
I'm afraid. This is a medical situation. All right.
Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
Can I talk about you?
Me?
Yeah?
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Oh! Working together would be better if we got more rapport?
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
Respectively, okay. So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything? I just nod respectfully.
So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
Wear glasses?
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
No. What?
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal peer yourself.
Oh, I failed.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholière.
Alright.
No.
Okay.
The lieutenant nods.
You know, I like you, Kim.
Good. Let's change the subject. Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
But
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
so everyone from this precinct just kind of has their own little shuffle walk?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
That's racist. Why?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Ah, he's fine. Alright. Thanks, buddy. Alright. My god. So many things for Monday. Gotta sing karaoke, find booze, find cigarettes, report my badge, interview him again, find the body, pee competition, and call them. I'm gonna go call 2 people. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go call them. Be like, I don't feel good, and I lost my badge. I messed up. Hold on. Let's just stop here real quick. Right? Holding Alt. Nothing. Holding Shift. Nothing. Holding Control. Nothing. Holding Tab. 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 Sneaky, sneaky game. Snow melts in this wheelbarrow. Street sign reads F the police. Piggies go home. The street name is legible.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Directions.
Of course. Where to?
Where am I?
What do you mean?
A bit disorientated.
Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
Okay.
This
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Seems uncomfortable. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, that's right there. In the yard.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
That's all for now. Or I guess, what's up the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. but that got closed down ages ago. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Okay.
No problem. Me? I am just a gardener. I am pleased to meet you too, officer.
Right.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
This looks like his car. Wow, this is a fancy car.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
And while you hear an old man greet you from the radio, his rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
Hey, it's me!
10-4, what's your status? Over. 10-18, 10-20, over. State your message, sir. Over.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, repeat message. Over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Ah, they're making fun of me. Got it.
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Yeah, just move on.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Thank you. That way, if it pops up anywhere suspicious at a crime scene, they'll be like, nope, it was reported missing, so they don't think I committed another murder or something.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Oh my god, stop.
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Okay. Like, yo, please just stop saying lost his badge. Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss. We'll ask politely.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Person was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
Say nothing.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
You hear laughter in the background.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
Oh god, it's not here. I don't have my gun.
No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
I'm a horrible.
10-9, coming officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Ooh, this is a red check. It cannot be retried. Convince them that you didn't lose your gun. I should tell them I lost my gun.
10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over.
Oh no, did it get less? Oh, it got less.
Ten-9, coming officer. Over. Coming officer. 10-9, repeat message please. Did you misplace your firearm? Oh, he says he doesn't have it.
Oh god.
Dear God, he lost his gun? Oh my, I can't. This isn't really a laughing matter.
Thanks.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco hit him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
Oh my god.
The silence is almost deafening after you flick off the switch, severing the connection.
That did not go well. I guess the important thing is that you followed protocol and reported your lost items.
Thank you, Kim.
Did we need anything else here?
I'm supposed to tell something sick. Hold on. One of the steering levers, tap on the fuel.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
Gottlieb?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I was told to call Les.
Oh, it's you.
Couldn't reach but grab a tie from the spinning fan without unbearable pain shooting at my arm.
Hard to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of peripheral neuralgia and high blood pressure. Could be that you were having a heart attack. Or, actually, it could be both, given your profile.
Okay, what do I do?
Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact, cut off the drinking. The drugs, too.
Oh, but speed. Sweet speed. It goes so well with alcohol, too.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
Okay.
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
I see your point.
Do that. I need to go. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson, but it's hard to say because his eyes are swollen.
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Nope, that's it.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel.
This is the Cupri's Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
How much you want to bet there's a tool in the toolbox when you get the body down?
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat. Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
Mm-hmm.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Take the red-tipped pry bar, take the rubber-handed chain cutters, take the flashlight. Chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
We're gonna just leave it at that.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheated.
Alright. Because I'm like, it's 10 in the morning, right? So, like, I don't want to be here too long, right? Down your bitch. Check down your good. Put these to open locked containers in the world. Should I? I mean, should I take them all? Well, he says he's slightly protective. Interfacing? Yeah. Put the gloves on. I'm gonna grab them all. Because if I have to come back here...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a metallic drawer. The pry bar feels nice and cold and useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. It's robust, weatherproof, and lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox.
Got it sorted. Just to open locked containers in the world. Secret orbs in shady areas. Sure. Alright, time to go find a body. Most able-bodied men. Okay. Did she maybe not mean up here, but like the other direction of up here? I see bodies. Watch it. Sir?
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
Tell him, Kim.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Ooh. I've got your back. Give Lieutenant a punch on the shoulder. He doesn't seem to be like a camaraderie type like that where it's like, "Grr." But I think we all learned something here. Smile at the Lord Man. I don't want to smile at the Lord Man. Just, I got your back, bro.
You two make a cute couple. You know that.
You're just mad.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Jack him.
Whatever you say, officers.
Patrolling.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. Apples? Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep. I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design, so naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
What? Okay, what else have you thought up? Yes, I can really tell you're a prime example. Right, I've already made up my mind. Want to hear it? Jump ahead? I hope that's just...
Oh?
Don't want to hear more of his lecture? Yeah. I'm not down with this.
Don't push your luck, runt.
Let's go, Kim. Money! Don't think this is where the body is. How they store money. What's this?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Ah.
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia.
Yeah. Now, hold on, what is this about a level up? I imagine that I can't level up everything. Charm men and women, play the puppet master, wield raw intellectual power to do the world. Let's level up you. You're at a 2 right now. Stuff. So, let's see what happens. Ooh la la. Okay. I like. Those cigarettes? Resist. Another car.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane."
Oh, well.
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
Is what now?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola. Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
What now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. Philippian cocaine was purple. That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Interlindian Bay. His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
I mean, we know what it is, but... Okay.
Beneath the cold waters of the Interlindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
Do other things to pour apart better.
People in Martinez tend to agree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the squanderer, the greatest of the Philippines."
Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to leave, sorry. Hello, box? Sorry, did you just tell me I get a better shirt? I have +1 in physical, but I would lose my concept. Alright, we need to go find a body. Uber sidetrack. Let's go, Kim! We'll chat all these people up later. We got a body that's just been hanging out for a couple of days. Okay, maybe Schmidt here. Yeah, pick them up if you got a bag. I don't have a bag. What is this, intercom?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
We'll worry about that later.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover. Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case related, you think.
I think. Okay.
No. These tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
Visual calculus to open this white chat. Okay. Alright, where is this? Hey! Messing with my evidence?
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
F5 to quick save, by the way. We're gonna say, well, I'm having a convo. Oops!
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno!
Kuno-e? Is that his name? Okay. Please, a moment of your time. I'm not gonna do it. Hey, kid!
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
No, he's a kid.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Are they high?
Kuno's riding it, see?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Why is he talking in the third person? Kim?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
What?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Whoa, no, I said siblings. I said siblings. Oh, okay.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Bro.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Ask.
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
Can you not say me and I?
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person.
Oh my god. This is why I'm not gonna have kids.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
The thing behind the fence starts squealing shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard. Oh, so bad.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you.
Bang! Got fucked by the Kuno. We alright? You wanna get fucked again? Come back.
Kim? Kim? Kim?
Yes?
What the fudge was that? No, I'm not gonna convince you that this is a sexy case. Okay. Kuno? Yeah, I took emotional damage. Where's the crown on the ribbon below a light above its...
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at your trash container?
Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
Hey.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. What do you mean, feel?
What's it special? It's just a hunch.
I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here.
What's that, my friend?
All the detectives from all the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the remote viewers division. Their work is invaluable to the force.
Wow.
No, because they don't exist.
Oh.
There isn't. But we should still access this container.
Okay.
We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
You know, let's ask. Let's not destroy his property. Alright, let's check this.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Lieutenant!
Noted.
Thanks, Lieutenant. Alright, I'm gonna...
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Alright, I don't know what happens when I reach 0, so I'm just gonna flip up. And then we're gonna F5. Quick save. Someone is trying to grow herbs in the garden. Dead? Dead happens. Noted. Kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. Oh, let's just switch this with this. What's going on with the brain? Ladder's for kids. It wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Alright. I somehow convince him to do this for me. Click it. And let's go check on this.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Okay.
You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
Thanks, Kim.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
I'm gonna just turn away. I can avoid throwing up in front of these children. God, just oxidizing for some years, okay.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Yay!
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Alright, let's finish looking at this stuff. Hello, why can't I move? There we go. Oh, is it like not around the corner? Hold on. If I click this. Yeah, it is not around the corner. Alright, let's go in. Couple of small tips. You can heal mid-convo and always keep morale at max. You cannot save mid-convo. Always keep morale max? Good. That makes me think that some abilities take out 2. So, at max. Whoop a chance. So it's kind of like save before you have a conversation kind of vibe. Silver plate with traces of bone, yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
No.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However...
A ladder.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Or a way to get the body down. Get out of the way or get messed up. Container. Cured pig head. It looks mummified. Wait, is this actually... Oh, I wanted to use the ladder. What is this? Jacket? Oh my god. Stop, stop, stop. Pillars keep the ruins together. Doorway's gonna collapse soon. What is up with this bucket? Postcard? Rain? I have a postcard? Money! Let's go, buddy.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Yeah. Lieutenant!
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Oh god.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them.
No.
But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
I can't just like climb down this little ramp.
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention.
No, I'm body still.
Or it could be that we are just exploring. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
I'm gonna say not right now, because I feel like if I get over there, I can't leave. I'm gonna say, not right now, my friend. Yeah, let's go interview the cafeteria manager guy. Be like, hey, bro, do you have the key? Also, my friend. Sorry, walking slow. Hold on. What are my options for this game? Time passes when picking new dialogue options. Read books to pass time quicker. Just seems like anything. Yeah, we got streamer mode. Good. Sure, music is safe. Side? The same thing? Of like closed? Yeah. Alright, let's try talking to you again.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
The Harbinger of Ruin. You have dyslexia, by the way? No, I don't. I just have it set to that for anyone who does have dyslexia, because why not let everyone enjoy the game, you know?
What?
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
If I can make a game more accessible for someone, why not?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Yes.
I have everything. You?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
What? It Sylvie, go away.
She went away because none of your business.
She pertains to the coming apocalypse. Fine.
Extra fine.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
You're under arrest. What exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
I have trouble remembering the most basic concept. No, I'm just kidding my parents.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Proceed, but don't show him coins. They're yours. Is this money?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
Okay.
The cafeteria manager stands silently, looking at the coppers on the counter before him. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Darkness rides. No, don't. Just pick up the coins.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
Hi, a wondrous beauty of adorable kindness named Nina. Hello, Louis again. We're just playing Disco Elysium and... Oh my god.
That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Somewhere else I can stay?
You mean somewhere else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union squeezed most places out of business to fund the strike. You're better off home.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
I'm sorry, Kim.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Up on Marvel Hill?
Why did you say that?
Doesn't mean anything. The name must have some... Kim!
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place?
Up?
A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I trace the way back. I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. F everything. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, this game. Did you get the key to the trash? No, I still need to talk to him to get the key to the trash can.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Check this, because we are still running that. Internalize. That's all I can internalize at the moment, so... What do I get? Yeah, whatever this... Alright. Can I have the key?
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Let's see. Elden Ring, Lady Boss. Is it the witch and all her little library people on the floor? Internalize one thought at a time? I didn't think I was doing 2 then.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there, and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
It's like, yes, it is the witch with her crawling library ladies. Perfect. So I was like, if it's not her, then it's the moon. Which is similar, but I'm thinking of like, it's not her, then it's the famous one. And everyone's like, Melania. But I was like, moon chick. Moon chick's pretty hard. Little library ladies.
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Oh.
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism. He killed himself.
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Nice. Thanks, Kim. Seen something here at the whirling thing I need to talk about. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Oh.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
What thing?
At the mess hall's reserved for union, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go in the kitchen. Why can't I? Something else.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
Cool.
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
What?
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
Yay.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Oh? Thank you, Brain. Yep, that's it. Bye. What's this thing? Woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu today. Starts in a man's handwriting. Oh, it's probably the kitchen. Certainly seeing. Kim, if I take you to my room, do you think maybe you could help me look for my gun and badge? Honestly, my coat probably has my gun and badge. Think about it. How it got over there? Go, Kim.
This trash container is locked with a well-oiled crack. The lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
I got gloves on. Oi! Why are you putting your hands in?
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. No, searching for evidence in the trash. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
Alright, bag them.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Put it in the bag!
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Okay.
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
I'm gonna say okay, because yeah, I don't want to mess with those kids. They just cursing up a storm.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Oh my god, getting that.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes. Written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
God, how much did we drink yesterday?
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
Use it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Someone. I don't know. I'm bored. I'd rather not talk about it.
Well,
He doesn't know what to
lucky
say.
we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
Alright, I'll do it.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Thanks, Etora Agent. The mug.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Oh!
Only in its social sensibility.
No, I don't want it anymore! No! Damn it. It returns his sight to the
You've
trash.
acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Can I destroy it?
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Can I destroy it, please? I'm so sorry,
That's one
Kim.
thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Thanks, Kim. I'm so sorry, Kim. Alright.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read? Here. Not much.
Uh.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find, tell them, this is your innate ideology. The mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital, mask my badass hustling. Didn't belong. It's just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? No. I don't. Can I destroy it? I think the first option might be like the best, because I'm like, I don't want to put it in every merchant's face, because not everyone believes it's just because they live there. This makes no sense to me. No. This is like...
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective.
Can I destroy it? Can I drop it? Can I not have it in my inventory?
It's the legend found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
Oh.
Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Browse, look at...
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
That's not good.
It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Lieutenant!
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
Okay.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I'm sure I made plenty.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
It's cute.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
Not the murder at the hookah parlor.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Kim?
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
Seem to have a name to case the square bullet hole murders?
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta crack really dark jokes when you work in the dark industry.
I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Come into paper.
Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this monumental event. The ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It will do, barely. But the lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder, like large-caliber bullets on an ammo belt. He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them.
Can I have one?
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
Kim, I'm sorry!
The tasks you've completed flow out of the blue oblong pen in a brash freehand, uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity.
Kim, I'm sorry.
Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
No, actually. Any ideas?
Ooh, the hanged man. The Furies are at home in the mirror. The setting sun. Poop on a stick.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Yay! Why is this still there?
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Can you explain the system? Let's finish looking at stuff.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila! The ledger now looks marginally better.
I'm sorry, we gained experience from that? Alright, you, because you're at 2. You know, maybe I have to schmooze, but not schmooze too hard. And then again, you're at 1. Sneak under the noses, stun with immense panache. Got your head. Alright, so let's level up you. And then... No, looks like I can ponder 3 thoughts at once. If I'm doing this correctly. I think it's 80%, 11%. Okay, so we can internalize 3 thoughts. There's stuff to unlock. Okay. Works for me.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Are we sure about that? Because why would it go one at a time? If one's at 80, the other's at 11. I think they're going at... I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see in a little bit if it's still 80, 11.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Turns was neatly kept.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight. In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
All I know is I need, what, they said $130, and I only have 5? They're like, you have until tonight. I'm like, it's gonna be tough.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
All I'm hearing is I could maybe find him, and that's how I'm gonna pay stuff.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Blue.
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Oh, why is there a lonesome?
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Alright, let's try to read.
It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later.
Punch.
Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some. Then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason.
Where's our pen? Yeah! Oh, dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry. Impossible challenging. These are found white checks. Those on white are available to try now. The cloak, the hanged man, legendary. Trash container. Was there more with the trash container? No. Let's check this again. Yeah, see now it's 84-14. I think I'm allowed to do 3 at a time. You gotta think, this is not the first Disco Elysium, this is the final cut, so there might have been like an update.
There he still is, looking right through you
That
with his
is-
white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated.
Can I chat with this child?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna not talk to you, because apparently y'all are... Alright, you know what? Let's get my coat. Let's get my coat and hope for the best.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots.
Well, I feel like we're bonding, Cam. Anything to say?
Yes?
No, there is no sexy mystery. Stop it, Gabe. I wish I could just, like, remove it off. No, Barth. Probably in the first Disco Elysium, like, when they first released it, that was probably the case. But then they, like, noticed that, maybe people forgot, or doing it one by one, fully do things. So they're like, alright, cool, let's just do this. Barrels are half full of rainwater. That's too far away. Alright, let's try to get our coat. We gotta find money, right? Hold on, before I jumped out of my death, can I look at this? No? Alright, off we go.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own.
I saved, so,
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up there.
I know, but like looking at it, it's not that high. It's maybe like 3, 4 feet.
You could have died there. Shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Hey! What happened?
Aww.
I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better. It's just a cloak after all.
Thanks, buddy. 2 meters, Kim said earlier. Yeah, but that's the jump from here to like there. But like looking at the door and how tall this is, like this is in the middle of a door. Doors are what? 6? No, not 6. They're like what, 7 feet tall? How tall is a door? Yeah, in at least America, doors are usually 6 feet and 8 inches. So this is like 1/3. So 1/3 of 80 inches. Yeah, doable. It's doable. Just have to sit and scooch your butt and hold down. Don't leap. Alright. Well, we tried, Kim. Wait, I see money. Think you can hide from me? My 90 cents. I wonder if I can sell stuff. Alright. I'm wondering, do we go talk to other lady? Yeah, I'm gonna leave him be. My lovely partner's like, don't mess with that. I'm like, you know what? That's fair. You have more knowledge than me at the moment. I'm gonna trust your judgment to not talk to the kid. Some great tectonic forces have cracked the pavement.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Oh, this is our whoosh whoosh thing. Got it. Sherpa, 124 real to go. Yep. Keep our morale high. Each fountain does a pump. There's a tree in it. Search the roof. The slush rain has been. Alright.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle. I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hard René first.
Spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
No.
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Observe them first.
See? Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
Could the objective of the game be to throw the metal ball so it lands by the wooden ball?
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
Tries to measure the throw.
I hope you pass out from it. You goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Trying to throw something as close to a predetermined point as possible. Measuring. This must be the age-old game of petanque. Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already. Doesn't matter what team. Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game and throw the goddamn ball.
Why are you so mean to me?
Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
Yeah, don't get involved in the game.
Sure, officer. I am René Arnaud, and my specially abled partner here is Gaston Martin. How can we help you? Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me. Yes, the terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. I do. Fire from heavy artillery. Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose a name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough. Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first. Yes,
The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood Ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil. Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on this city before they stormed it. And it worked, too. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the Coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think? Preposterous! Ah! Surely you don't mean it. I'm just sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those commie hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking my piss in the mountains.
I accidentally double-clicked. Fuck! Paving the way for the hard-working class to take over? I don't know. Carefully.
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisell had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
Me too.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
So, Philippe?
It doesn't. That was 100 years ago. Ain't got nothing to do with anything.
Got it.
Damn Frisell. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
That's probably not a fun feeling.
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisell. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile. The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Just gonna...
Ah, yes! King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule. Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
I'm gonna go with this. You know, take care of your people before yourself.
A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The Carabineer doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
Right.
Alright, let's try. You never know.
As René turns from you to his partner and back, The medals on his chest rattle and glare. He keeps his spine straight and his ribcage lifted, displaying them proudly. 2. The larger one is shaped like a cross, while the smaller medal resembles the sun.
Sun won the race.
A crowned head in front of 2 crossed rifles. The medal hangs from a blue striped triangle.
I'm guessing that's good, Barth. I guess most people don't get a 17%. Twice.
It's the Croix de Bravoure, Cross of Valor. The cross was the highest battlefield decoration in Suzerain's armed forces, awarded for exceptional bravery in the line of duty, in service of King Frizzle I. A small blue star inside an orange sun. It has the word Valiance written below. The setting sun was a decoration used to distinguish seasoned combat veterans in service of King Frizzle I during the Revolution.
For bravery.
Bro, some of these answers.
For doing my duty in the heat of battle. For looking my mortality in the eye. When men like Gaston here hid in the bushes and shot themselves.
He saved some muddy princeling who foolishly strolled into the front line in his gown of velvet and gold.
It was on the first months of the revolution here in Revachol. Unrest was spreading like wildfire. Marauders had taken most of the Couronne and were getting really ambitious.
I mean, this one, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Earlier I failed like 50% plus ones, but I'm doing great on the 17 ones. I ain't gonna question. Adds spice.
King Frizzle thought he could end it all in one decisive strike. Sent his cousin, Drisson, to put an end to the unrest. Alas, the young Drisson was all piss and no vinegar, wearing a tunic of purple velvet and cockatiel feathers to battle. Even his rifle was gold-plated, shone from 5 clicks away. Can you imagine the asininity?
Purple velvet tunic. That isn't exactly camo.
To keep the long and bloody story short, Drisson marched us against the partisans in Couronne. And when I say marched, I mean made us walk into captured enemy territory, single file, like toy soldiers, while he rode in front on his giant red stallion. The rebels were smart. They let us come real close before opening fire. Suffice to say, it was carnage. I got shot in the left shoulder and went down. Just a flesh wound. But just as I turned over, the prince fell into the mud next to me. He was missing his lower jaw. Then his horse, driven mad by the noise and smell of gunpowder, stepped on my leg and shattered my knee.
Shattered knee. Interesting.
I grabbed my sidearm and shot the beast in the head. Then everything went black.
Capitaine Arnoux, le fléau des chevaux.
When I came to, it was all over. It was just me and Jolas Tresson, gurgling in the blood-soaked mud right next to me.
Uh-oh.
The dink had taken numerous flesh wounds and lost a lot of blood. But despite missing his jaw, he seemed hesitant to die. Tougher than he looked, that one.
Johnny Lawjaw? We have not been through worse. We have our jaw firmly in place. I don't know.
So I grabbed the dink and started crawling. Kept going until the 59th Cavalry picked us up. Through some miracle, we both survived. And the jealous freak convinced Frizzle to give me a medal for not leaving him to die in his own blood, piss and shit. He was the commanding officer and I was on duty, just doing my job. Shouldn't hand out medals for that. 13 months later, I received the Sun for distinguished service.
You sense he's downplaying it. He did a lot more than his duty. More than anyone's duty. It's in his spine, in his billowing breasts, and untarnished self-worth. The old carabiner stands quietly like a statue, his features motionless.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is that he crawled over 7 kilometers before the cavalrymen found him and Drizant. 2 days later that was. And that even while crawling with a mangled half-dead prince on his back, he still managed to murder 3 rebels on his way.
Is that pride in his voice? It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to the man himself, it's there.
Okay. This doesn't seem like a good moment to express an opinion. Lean closer. I don't want to risk it. You know what?
Sorry, officer, but you're reading me all wrong. I'm a man of peace, and these kinds of bloody heroics are only impressive to men like René himself. Certainly not to me.
I think you're just happy your friend lived.
How did you find the story to be, officer?
Oh. I don't know who the communists were. Like, I don't know the full story. It just all seems bad. So.
Bon Dieu. You and Gaston must be related. His blood runs yellow too.
Maybe, but also bear in mind, officer. Oh no, you have to get shot. Repeatedly. And you need to get your hands bloody too. Really, really bloody.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about, Patron. Duty is something you will never understand.
Alright, thanks, René.
Bah! There were many such stories in those days. Many such men, too. True Eversholians. Men with backbone.
Oh, yes, René, yes. Men were bigger, girls were prettier, and everyone wore the fascia. Lord, please, bring those days back, if you can.
I'm not getting into this with you again. Officer, was there anything else?
You should try to come up with a heroic story of your own. Impress this old soldier.
No. I'm not gonna lie to a vet. Thanks, man. Point out reviewers from book has a rose, Dave. Alright, I'm assuming these are all just fancy books. Oh, almost there. Her chat.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Hello, I am the law. Hi.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
It's a great name.
Whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
My encyclopedia is just like, huh? Don't be ridiculous. I know all these things.
You're fooling nobody.
Sass me.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
Oh.
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
Famous people.
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Hold on, I had a breakthrough. Breakthrough imminent. Maybe once we're done talking with her.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous. Okay, sir.
Alright.
Guillaume Le Million. Bad news. Guillaume Le Million did not become a cop. In 38, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite, amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
Plus 1 pain threshold. Blood oxygen is born. All psyche learning caps raised by 1. Okay, yay. Oh, but if you learn it, does it stick with you? But I have so many things. Okay. Okay, interesting. Check out the store. Maybe they know something about the dead body. Nice. Super cool here.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise. An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition.
Maybe I could sell a postcard to her since she sells postcards.
There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag, books in a board game section. Who wants to read books? There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense.
We're not gonna buy it. No.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyamdal. Rows and rows of Hyamdala men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyamdal and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyamdal, Return to Hyamdal. And the solipsistic Man from Hyamdal and the Hyamdal Man. Maybe 100. Man from Hyamdal and the Sages at the End of the World. Man from Hyamdal and the False God. Man from Hyamdal and the Score. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyamdal novels.
Do any of the books call out to me? Sure.
A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Ow.
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular Man from Hyamdal in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Hyamdala man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hyamdal and the Devil Woman. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyamdal novels.
Good to know that I've just really bad. Alright. I'll chat with you in a moment. I just want to see what else you got.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Now please go back browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Ignore them for now. Just being suspicious, right? Like, it's not just me. Ooh, why are we freaking out? Ashes magic?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. Various paranatural books still.
Map?
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East. Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. You feel you're just west of Coal City, somewhere above Jamrock and close to Coal City. It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another, far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme. Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you. You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandoux, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. 850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seol is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called.
This game's just a lot of talking and choices and chance.
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps. They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. You peek at the storekeep, waiting for her to be distracted. When she's not looking, you deftly rip the map off the bulletin board and pocket it. You're now the proud owner of a map of Martinez, which, to be honest, did not even cost that much.
Shh, it's the principle of things. She'd be yelling at me, and she's like, you couldn't even afford it. It's like, well, now I'm just gonna steal it. Oh no, man, what happened to your map? Oh no, do you want this postcard?
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
I know what you're talking about, Barth. Don't know what you're talking about.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we continue, you seem well off.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
So who's the girl who's outside in the cold?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? Yeah. Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. I mean, yeah, let's abolish child labor.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening. Good sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her, as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there. Indeed. Are we done with the jokes now?
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
Kim, but...
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
Let's give her a coat.
Denial is the way she copes with criticism. The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you. Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She smiles and nods, seemingly. Hey, psst.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Well, hold on. Hold on. Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
let's go with, I love has worked out really well. I'm a love winner.
Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism.
No.
Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. Is that right? You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I haven't said anything. I've said some mildly. I haven't said. I mean, share the wealth. Nom noms, but
Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that will devour and masticate mankind.
Wait, am I really about to activate communism again?
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
What? What?
Failure. It's about failure. Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
Hold on, real quick. What is the difference? Because I honestly don't. I hear about it all the time, but communism versus democracy? I don't know if that's the right word. Democratic? What's the difference between communism and socialism? Sure, we'll go with that. The main difference is that under communism, most property and economic resources are owned and controlled by the state rather than individual citizens. Under socialism, all citizens share equally in economic resources as allocated by a democratically elected government. Okay, the difference between communism and capitalism. In a capitalist economy, factors of production are owned by individuals. In a communist economy, the factors of production are owned by the government. Wait, so if this communism in this game is supposed to be like, eat the rich, get rid of rich people, kill the bourgeois, but this is saying communism is run by the government. So, who's gonna run the government if we eat all the rich people? All the people who have more than $25 in their pocket. That means you can only work so much, because if you get overtime, oh no, we gotta eat you? Let's pick up. Too tired, I don't have it in me, I'm beat down and broken, or roll up your sleeves and start building communism. I want to say no to the communism. Because he keeps saying workers, but I think... Were there 4 types of communism? Oh, God. There's Marxist communism, Leninist communism, libertarian Marxist communism, and other types of communism. Not the rich are allowed to rule, but I'm just like... They said anyone with $25. So it's like... That's technically rich to them. But if we kill everybody who suddenly works overtime, where it's like, oh, Bill, how much you get on your paycheck? It's like, oh, man, I worked overtime, and now I got $20. And they're like, Bill, you made $10 last week. And it's like, yeah. And it's like, we gotta kill you, Bill. Now it's like, you have $25, more than 25 in your pocket. Sorry, rules are rules. Like, that doesn't seem good. It's a left-wing to far-left socio-political, philosophical, and economic ideology within the socialist movement, whose goal is the creation of a communist society, a socioeconomic order centered around common ownership of the means of production, distribution, and exchange that allocates products to everyone in a society based on need. A communist society would entail the absence of private property, social classes, and ultimately money and the state. Okay, so you pretty much couldn't buy a car. You don't own this car. The state owns the car. You just happen to be using it, which means they could take it whenever they want. Be like, F you. Even though it's not the point. The point is to be like, everyone gets a car. But we own cars. Communists often seek a voluntary state of self-governance, but disagree on the means to this end. This reflects the distinction between a more libertarian socialist approach of communization, revolutionary spontaneity, and workers' self-management, and a more authoritarian, vanguardist, or Communist Party-driven approach to the development of a social state, followed by the withering away of the state. As one of the main ideologies on the political spectrum, communism is placed on the left wing alongside socialism, and communist parties and movements have been described as radical left or far left. I don't think we want communism. Communism in its modern form grew out of the socialist movement in 19th century Europe that argued capitalism caused the misery of urban factory workers. Shit, that's kind of true. Damn it. In the 20th century, several ostensibly communist governments exposing Marxism-Leninism and its variants came into power, first in the Soviet Union with the Russian Revolution of 1917, and then in portions of Eastern Europe, Asia, and a few other regions after World War II. As one of the many types of socialism, communism became the dominant political tendency along with the social democracy within the international socialist movement by the early 1920s. This is not really telling me history, theory, analysis, etymology, terminology. Well, the word communism derives from the French word. Oh, that's cool. Communism, socialism. Can I just have an example? Because I'm getting conflicting things, but then that makes sense because they're like, there's different types of communism, just like there's different types of American politics. You got left wing, right wing, people in the middle, people who have their own parties. Let me try this. What is an example of communism? Watches. No, we're trying to educate ourselves right now. What is a simple example of communism? All right, an example would be a commune where people live together and share responsibilities and possession. Oh, I can understand a commune so much better than all the stuff they were throwing at me. Ooh. Ooh. But then again, think of all the movies and docs you've seen about communes and how they all end in death and bad people, coming into power and treating everybody not good and being like, I'm the leader. Then you're like, what? Cult Kool-Aid? Do we want communism? Well, I know I need to investigate the workers on strike, right? So if I say I'm with it, then they're more likely to give me information, especially since it looks like the dead guy, not a part of the union. I'm gonna go with commune, because the commune mindset makes more sense in my brain of oh, we just work together? Wait. Hold on. Related but not related. So, when the Amish come together to build a house and a barn and help their neighbor out, it's neighborly. But when a bunch of people come together and build a house and share resources, it's communism? Stares at a certain political code in present day. You know what? Let's just say yes. Because my mindset is commune. I'm thinking me and my homies are gonna buy a plot of land and we're gonna farm together. And we're gonna live in a big house and play video games. That's what I'm thinking. That's a simple example. So sure, why not?
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait! No! What? No! 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 What? No!
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
No! No! This is my life now. This is our run. Hey, I got a thought. Time to internalize that thought. Oh boy. We have a map.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
That's a community at a national level. It's communism. Well, it's communism now. Apparently, that's. Oh, God. I was like, wait, no, put away the pitchforks.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North.
I feel like most people turn down the communism. Oh, fudge. It's gonna bite me in the butt, isn't it?
Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Insert Soviet them here. Isn't it just like ah ba ba ba? That's the Russian map. All right, but look, we got our map. So we're here, mirror. There's the waterfront. There's all this stuff. Fisherman shack. Is that a big egg? Church. Ooh, this water with the Ferris wheel gives me like Redfall vibes. I like it. And this is the stuff. Just your choices. My choices apparently are communism. Okay, she is in a coat, but I'd like her in a thicker coat, please. Okay. Broken windows? Tibbs has windows. Ooh. Just gonna save real quick, because communism. I guess we should go talk to the workers now that I've started building communism in this town. Different to your approach. This boat shines like it was recently painted. What? Inside the frame motorcycle repair on the coast. We go up there. Did she spill the paint?
Up here, Piggo. The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
Alright, Cindy the Skull.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
Okay. Put you into the wall. Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
Thanks, Kim.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing against the boat dock.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon. Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval. Watch your back, Ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Alright, bye, Cindy. Plus suggestion, but lose half-light. We'll take it. Maybe there's something we need. Alright, I'm thinking... Let's see, we're... here now. Alright, we gotta call Sylvie. Ask your station for this. I should be like, hey. Kind of messed up. Close. Just put the key to munch around the lights. Alright, cool. Let's head back to the car. Let's just do some tasks. My faves are Shimmels and Spirit Defense. I'm trying to do like a balance run. Oh, we'll see what I get. There's a lot of abilities, so there's a lot of ways this can go. A bag! Sure. Oop, wait. Hear the distant squall of seagulls. Money! Oh my god, if I can find enough money, then maybe I don't have to ask so much for my business. Spider bullet holes line. Alright, you good, bro? Nope. Yes.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Probably some kids.
A simple but clever solution to ruining a coin-operated viewer. It took ingenuity. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Kuno.
That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Around the large wooden building you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Yeah. Alright. Same thing with this one.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick. They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here. We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Well, I have a bag now, so I guess we're ready for the next trash can I can rummage through.
This Postler Vantore mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mailbox. Doing good.
The box seems happy.
No.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Been there. Mail collection box been there. I feel you, mail collection box.
The mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankfully then, so do you. You shudder, then you swallow.
Thanks, mailbox. I bonded with a mailbox. Alright, let's turn on the lights for this thing. Oh, and I gotta call people. Let's call
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Let's go with the money first.
Right.
10-4, come in. Fireworker. Oh, 10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority. What does he want now? He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says he's in trouble, doesn't have a place to sleep.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown then.
Vigmar said...
I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go home. Please come and get me. Mom, come and get me.
He says it's important.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over.
Okay, no fun.
Anything else, sir? Over.
Personal?
Okay, 10-4, sir.
Wait, before you say anything stupid, think it through. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
I should have saved before I did this.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Let's try the badge thing.
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
Nothing.
Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Okay.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights. A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
Where are we on this?
Let me see. Right here.
Nice.
No, it does not.
Oh, okay.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots. The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200. The last row has 3 perforations. That's it.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
18? Wow, probably.
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
I think I have an idea.
Fair point. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see. Wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
You're saying I used to be a super cop. I used to be good. That's some solace. What's the last number? I don't think I could ever read. What's the last?
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
That is pretty cool. That is over 20 cases here closed. Well, we've been doing it for 18 years and then over 200, so yeah.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Ooh, like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now. Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Yeah, no, I figured he was making a little joke.
Yes.
Alright, thanks.
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
My stats. Name unknown, rank unknown. Superstar cop, apocalypse cop, sorry cop, boring cop, communist, fascist, ultra liberal, moralist, good cop, bad cop, honor, people killed 3, cases solved 216, years in service 18. Yay! Bunch. Okay. Let's go talk to our guy and be like, hey, who put the clothes in here? Only you and her have the keys. Oh, you're new. Hello. It's all about money, you know? Alright, let's... Kitchen. Go in.
Can I help you?
I saw another thing.
Another thing. Great. Yes? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my stuff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Sure.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer. Yes?
Good day. To the kitchen. The dry and smell. Spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. Hello?
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
I'm hungry watching all
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please. It's not funny.
Got some questions.
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
I don't think I need anything else to stay masculine. Shush, Tom.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
Alright, I got nothing for you.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. The door does not budge.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough, as a side investigation. Gart is the person to ask about this, the cafeteria manager.
Go ask him.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
To collect tar from the street? Let me try. Crowbar it open?
You see a heavy...
Nope, but I have permission to get in there, so that's all I... Alright. Flashlight will switch to this. Have our bag. Let's go see if that one lady's like gone.
The door is closed. This door can only be opened. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
I'm good, buddy. I'm good. Hey, I found the entrance. Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Nothing to rest yet.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Use your chain cutters to fix it. Hold on. Hold on. Come here, chain cutters. Now I have the tool in
A
my
mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, the chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
Oh, it's probably one of those side doors that connect. Kim, how you doing?
Yes?
Nope. Okay.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor, where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
I'm sorry for this.
No problem, officer.
Like he'd like to leave. I don't blame him. We're leaving, buddy. I'm so sorry. Witness this. Let's manually walk around. All right. So. It's like we gotta go talk to Kuno. She'll talk to me.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
I'm done with mating rituals? Yeah.
The mating rituals aren't the good part, sweetie. I know it's none of my business, but you look like you need someone to take care of you. I suppose all of us do at one time or another. I don't know what I'd do without Morel. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
How do you like to roll with me? Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching secrets killers. Roll us some cigarettes. I'm Jonesy for smoke. I was thinking, you want to roll with me?
Ah, yes. Probably Roll With Me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletchers at me. Morel says it's my theme song.
Sweetie needs money.
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
You can't redo this, Nina, if you mess up. What is a paycheck? I haven't seen any paychecks.
You must be joking. although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
I feel like I should do that because otherwise I feel like Kim's gonna get mad at me. Like, did you really just take money from a woman in a wheelchair? And I'm like, I gotta pay off this debt, bro.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry I don't have money for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, just ask. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad. Oh, my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. The new disco dancing. It seems like a lifetime ago. Much has changed, but it is still the most beautiful city in the world. A rare jewel set in the sand between the pines. Everyone says so, even foreigners. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Kim, do you want your pen back?
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
No. Not communism, because I'm building it right now.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to... Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
Ooh.
Oh, dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
She's like, oh my god. So how'd I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest, it has something to do with everything. I really don't know how. Someone more educated in...
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either.
Oh.
I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height.
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
No.
Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the Revacholian flag on. I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere. And well, once I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of. That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
I'm kind of reading fast, so I'm just like, you guys can read while she's talking. Alright, what do I got for items? I have this kind green ape pen. See, they have money worth. Can I give his pen back? I'd love to give his pen back. I heard you ask us to explain the world you are in a great deal. Perhaps a rich person. Rich people are educated. Got that guy up there. Hello?
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Good, bro.
There's a pile of cheap.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't eat.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically...
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes. It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
You're right, Kim.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
I'm gonna trust Kim's opinion. If he says no, I'm gonna go with no. What is this? Wait. Gateway to the River of Filth. Gloves. By the way, what do our gloves currently do? Interfacing, that's right. I don't know, Luna. I personally don't know a nice one, so experience has not been good.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Alone, we don't want to break it. Butter sign down.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign.
The words Daredevil Driver sound off.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a water lock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Slice for the man. Sharon salami.
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Thanks, man. Look at that. We got a snack.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of order. Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it. Goat milk butter. The Samaran terrain makes it easier to raise goats than cows, and the local goat farmers produce high-quality meat and dairy staples that add variety to other nations' diets. It's an acquired taste.
Let's try.
Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle.
Cool. We're just gonna...
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour. The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack. The panel served as a takeoff ramp. The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then it continued its flight. The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal. The Samaran butter billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting it took the plunge recently. Within the past 72 hours. Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast. There are two good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linear G22. It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires frequent. The Caprice 40 is a very popular model, with bank clerks, topping pie delivery drivers, secondary school teachers, cops, strippers dressed as cops, undressed strippers. You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure.
Hey, I said this one.
There are two good, very sturdy but light motor carriage. The Linear G22 is not a particularly popular model due to its peculiar proportions, which the manufacturer's design team probably thought about for too long. You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure. The lieutenant looks on, waiting.
Any theories about what happened here? What kind of car do you think it was?
I think it was this.
That's quite likely, from what I can tell. Oh. The traffic hooliganism? I hope not. Fortunately, we are not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder? If we must.
I'm not expecting him to get far with this, the lieutenant consoles himself.
Hey, quest is a quest, my friend. Oh. All the bottles. Oh my god, who do I give the bottles to? Maybe the pawn shop. And machine and antique cash register. Bust of woman, the plaque simply says in the darkest home projected before. Where?
A typical Martinez street light sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Yes, officer. As you say.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
Got a point, you know, it's a cool way.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at one especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like. If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other. Is the Harman Welsh W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel form.
Okay.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back. Yes, buy something nice. Of big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind.
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them.
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yeah, I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
What? Ooh.
Maybe.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider. The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of 50 cents. Bargain priced. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
Can I buy it but give it to Kim? You need money. I know, but I'm gonna sell all these bottles.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Is it? Okay. Say so. Chat him up.
It's not often that I see officers from the R's. What can I do?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
God, nothing.
Traffic? I'm sorry, officer, but I don't drive. Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing a thunderous noise the other night.
That sure narrows down our list of suspects.
He shakes his head, slowly.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God, the lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind. She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
I'm sorry, I sold my gun.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow, while also keeping our focus on the murder investigation.
My apologies, officer, but
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope.
Of course. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
What about the bottles? Hold on, what about the bottles?
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. Another time, perhaps.
Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it. And looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you more clues.
Nah, he's just chilling, man.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
What?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Sorry, cop.
Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
The others be jealous. I'm sorry.
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual Copo type from sorry to anything. Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, liquid shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go?
I'm sorry.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen.
Alright, so we found out more info about the gun. First, you should find the vehicle used in their escapades. Okay. Don't have a forget button. So I do need to unlock more of these. I don't want to sell my stuff to you. What if I need it for something? I don't know. Who do I give the bottles to? Who do I give this loot to that I have? There we go. I was like, I don't know why we're just stuck in the corner. Taking this can. Taking this can. Quick chat.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
from another planet. Hey there, it's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight, no explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days. Yeah.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and... Yeah, imagine. So tell me, what do you need? Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. The bosses, man. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had saved 4 myself. It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in, or some pretty wild stuff I hear. Like a giant new power crane and half the... I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching. Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. If you still hang around here waiting for this mess to end, most of it's not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, he tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries. A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of...
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm. Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
My man, I want to know about yourself. All caps. Hey, man, what's going on?
I'm okay, man. Just... the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
You only have a total of 12 slots in your thought cabinet. You unlock slots or forget old thoughts using skill points. Ooh, okay.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn.
Don't be a stranger.
How are we doing on time? Got a little bit of time left. All right. I have this bag. What do I do with it? Tired. Oh, this connects. I didn't have to go all the way around. Well, that's... Come back here, person.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
She's not my grandma.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
Alright, sorry. Come on, Kim. That is. Hop in here real quick.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says your bottles clunk into the machine and the money appears with a satis. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should.
Not gonna buy more alcohol. Okay, slowly but surely, I will make the money.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles. Their logo is the bloodless rose.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
I need magnesium.
Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
I want some.
The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
What is what? If you want to buy one, then it's only for...
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult.
My bad.
A colorful display of cigarettes and there, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth.
Guess not, no.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic then.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
No. Hold on, let's see. Plus fatigue, plus fatigue, plus fatigue, plus input. No. But now I know where to go to get my bottles. And we are just about at that time. So, no. We will stop here for the day, and then tomorrow we'll talk to her, and we'll talk to, like, the union people and everything else, and, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Well, thanks for sticking around, and of course, thank you again, Both, for the gifted subs. I hope you're going to enjoy this Disco Elysium play, because, oh my god, why did I pick communism? But, Suzu is Massey. Bye-bye!